Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our video. Today's video from Mushoku Tensei Season 3, Episode 6. Last episode was honestly one of my favorites of the entire show. It was absolutely unbelievably wholesome with the birthday segment. It was so peak there. And, animation looked amazing. Apparently it was an outsourced episode, and I thought the drawing quality and everything looked great. People said it looked wonky, but honestly, when watching it and editing over it, I thought it looked fine. And even good, like, very good in a lot of areas. But yeah, the wedding segment at the beginning was great as well, and the afterword of that. And yeah, man, overall it was just a really awesome episode. And Rudy got his got his threesome as well. Anyway, let's see where we go in this one. I already know what's coming in this one. I'm very excited for this one because it was kind of a big moment in volume 13. Okay, clarification, if you have not finished the episode, don't watch this reaction, but spoilers for what's in the episode. So not really spoilers at all. You shouldn't be watching this reaction if you haven't seen the episode. Sarah is showing up, and I really love that segment. That was a great one from volume 13 as they reconcile and resolve themselves to be friends. And I really hope they do it well because it was a very great segment. And I'm curious if they're going to do that kind of quicker and finish up volume 13 in this episode, or if volume 13 is going to be pushed even into next episode as well, where if it is, like, anyway, I don't want to get into super like meticulous details about adaptations, and that can be for the spoiler discussion at the end of the video, because I know some anime onlys maybe won't want to hear about that, but I can just tell you they're adapting this extremely meticulously so far. We'll see what they do this episode, but let's get into this. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord, links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. So for to check out either of those, everyone will. I've already subscribed to Mushoku Tensei Season 3, Episode 6. Lucy Goosey. Look at Lucy smiling and laughing! As cute as a smiling Lucy. Oh, she's so cute! My little girl must be one. Hello, Suzanne! I actually also, by the way, I've been updating every week and I forgot to do it in the intro. I have fully finished Season 2 Core 1, and maybe I'll talk about that more. I should have talked about it in the intro, because I've actually enjoyed Season 2 Core 1 significantly more than I remember. I actually really like it. I know there's some big adaptation issues, but honestly the animation was not anywhere near as bad as I remembered it being. There's some wonky faces and some low quality moments here and there, but overall the season is very great quality on the whole, and so I actually really enjoy it. It is what that's all I have to update about that, really. I don't have much else to say. I kind of shit on it. I want to say too hard, but there's definitely some adaptation things that were pretty bad, but on the whole I think it's not the worst ever, and I'm not sure it's as bad as I've maybe previously thought of it. At least in the quality department, I think the animation and stuff is pretty damn good. Still, it's definitely above average, even if it's lower quality than season 1. It's still above average and solid. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to update on that, and I don't have too much to add in that in general. I posted my thoughts about all the episodes in the Discord. If you want, you can scroll back up in the Mushoku Tensei chat. I sent many big paragraphs talking about Season 2 as I went along, so all my thoughts about it are in there. So all my thoughts about my rewatch are in there, so you can feel free to go check that out if you'd like. But yeah, hello Suzanne. Take my moments of bliss. So they've hired Suzanne as Lucy's wet nurse, which is very interesting. So I wonder if Suzanne has left the adventuring life and settled down, it seems, maybe. Timothy! So her and Timothy got together. Actually, I did not remember that at all. Except think more about fatherhood. Damn, what do you mean you never thought? What's that supposed to mean? I get you saying, like, I never imagined, or like, I'm shocked. It's more of an expression of shock, but it is kind of crazy to be like, I never imagined that would happen. Like, what the hell do you mean? A little while after. Oh, really? So they ended up breaking up because of it. What was his name? Nope. I don't remember his name. The sooner the better. Do you want to reconcile? Oh, okay. Oh, she's so cute. So yeah, there's been a definite time skip because she's a little older. Lucy Goosey, because yeah, I love that nickname. But also Lucy, you know, when she was a baby, was very eerily reminiscent of Rudy because she like didn't smile, wasn't super emotive, didn't really cry, didn't seem like. But now that she's grown up a bit, she's more normal baby like. Oh, she is staring you down. Oh, Zenith was staring Rudy down there. I guess she's the wet nurse, so she helps while Sylphie's not here. Oh, wow. I love it, man. Just last episode with her smiling and patting their heads. No OP again. Let's go. Oh, they're going on the job. No enrolls are required to make a journey. Prove themselves before they come of age. And they picked Roxy. Oh, that's why Roxy's filling in. Okay. Really? By the way, all I remember from this episode is that Sarah's gonna be here and that Rudy has a reconciliation conversation with her to a certain extent. I remember nothing else. I didn't remember that they met on a job. We get to know the print. Yeah, I mean, making connections. It makes sense that Ariel wants to do that because she does have plans to make an attempt for the throne. The whole reason she came to the school is because they sent assassins after her at her home, and so for the time being, for her safety, they have sent her away, and she's going to make an attempt for the throne later on. That was the whole crux of season 2 episode 0. Two royals to guard now. Yeah, that's true. If Ariel's with us, that's even bigger. Okay. I'm gonna assume Sylphie will be there as well, and so will Luke. We keep guard. Oh, there's Sylphie there. So her name's Grace. What, looking down on Roxy because she looks young? Amazon Ace. Where they come up with the name Amazon? They don't live on Earth. I think I recognize that voice. And died because those idiots didn't stick to the plan. Yep, there she is. Oh, that's not Sarah speaking. That's someone else in their party, and Sarah's going to be the one coaching her up now. I'm guessing that's what that situation's gonna be. I died because those idiots who didn't stick to the plan. So I guess they're having some party troubles. They were cooperating with another party, and it didn't go super well. That's what it sounds like. I like to think I know my limits too well to let you watch my back alone. Yeah, that's Sarah saying that. Holy shit. Stick with the same party forever. Ooh, hi. You're the one they got. Ugh. It was such a small segment in the grand scheme of things, but she had such an impact. I mean, bro, scary scene. He literally almost kills himself after what happens with her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did. You didn't even have time to think about that. You rushed into it so quickly. You just didn't even have time to think about it. And that's where the whole ED arc began, because he needed a romance that could take its time. And the sad fact is, it probably would have worked with Sarah. It would have taken longer, maybe, because of her attitude, and she's a little more immature. They were younger at the time, but much like Sylphie, Sarah actually wanted to stay, but then, you know, Rudy spouted everything he said about her, and he just took off after that, and they kind of broke off. But if that hadn't occurred, she probably would have stayed with him in spite of his ED, and eventually through a normal romance with her, he probably would have been able to get over it, because that was the whole crux of it, is that he needed to take it slow and quit rushing into things because he wasn't over what happened with Eris. He needed confirmation for himself that somebody wouldn't leave him after they sleep together or something like that. That's why he couldn't get it up in the first place, was because he was intrinsically afraid of that, whether he realized it or not. And then ended before I could be certain. Ugh. Or so I thought, and now we're working on a job together. God damn! Oh god, we're fighting the same type of enemy that we fought together. Nice. This party's pretty tough. Is there much for us to do? Oh, let's go, Roxy. Roxy got to show what she's got so they'll trust her. Do the animation. God damn. Roxy's got to show what she's got so that they'll trust her. Because it seemed like that Grace lady was looking down on her a bit earlier. Kind of just incinerated the whole thing. I mean, I feel like Roxy's pretty famous. I feel like everybody should know of what she's capable of and stuff. She's known as a king-class water mage, which is... very few of those exist. Sophie's on the horse with Ariel over there. Oh, did him and Sarah just make eye contact there? I guess maybe she has figured out by this point that Roxy and Sophie are his wives. I mean, I guess he doesn't go around saying that, and Sophie's on guard duty, so she's sticking close to Ariel more than anything. But Roxy did introduce herself as Roxy McGurthia Grey Rat, but they introduced themselves before Sarah's party showed up. Yeah. Again, so she's making her visits there. A teacher clear. Oh, yeah, because it's Roxy and Rudy and Paul and the rest of that party, Alina Lees and such, did clear the teleporter labyrinth, though Roxy would have died had Rudy not showed up. Yep. Oh, man. Put theory into practice so perfectly. Damn. Yeah, that grin. Shisho and wife. Oh, she's approaching. Yeah, Rudy has clearly completely avoided her up until this point. Oh god, he's really trying to just not. She tried to approach him and speak to him, and oh boy. I'm not much use in fighting. You are such a liar. That is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Sarah can tell he's avoiding. I look at it, I'm a good cook. Damn, so apparently Rudy has divulged to Sylphie in general kind of what occurred. Like to have everyone focused. I mean, yeah, she did just try to extend an olive branch to talk to him, but he's clearly way too nervous to do that. Anything else you'd like done, just say the word. Ariel was looking back and forth. Wonder what she's thinking. Oh my god, this girl is attached to Roxy now, and Sylphie is now sitting next to Rudy there. Where's Sarah at? Is she not here? Sylphie's like side-eyeing him. They got a whole I bet Rudy built that stone table, by the way. he's an expert at building stone tables. That's one thing that season 2 cut out. That it was such a small detail that's not important, but I did think it was kind of funny in the novels. Rudy and Zenoba and co, whoever joined later on, would just go like out into the open, and he would build a stone table, and they would just eat there instead of eating in the cafeteria most of the time. One-sama. This girl is just a whole fangirl. Sarah is staring him down. How much a warmer... Yeah! Ew. Yeah, Ariel trying to get... Okay, I see what she's doing. She noticed Sylphie, like, eyeing him down, and she noticed the awkwardness between Rudy and Sarah. Is she gonna try and send Rudy and Sarah off on their own so they can talk? Yeah. Like I said, I don't remember any of this. Like, I also forgot to clarify in the intro like I usually do in these videos. I'm a light novel reader. I've read up to volume 18. That was like 4.5 years ago at this point. I remember very little, if anything. I remember the big moments, but like small, like I knew Sarah was coming in this episode. I remember nothing leading up to it. Absolutely nothing at all. So anyway, I forgot to do it in the intro, so clarifying that now. But yeah, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember what led into them meeting each other again or anything like that. I just remember them kind of reconciling. Looking directly at Sarah. Rudius! Why don't you go with her? Oh, and Fitz is going as well. Oh, wow. And Sylphie said no, I want Rudy to go, and I like that. Sylphie wants him to go and work it out with her as well. I like that. And she doesn't necessarily feel the need to be there as well. He won't run away. The faith. You've been running away from your past, man. It's time to confront it. Off we go. Trying to make small talk. Okay. This one, ever since I hit rank A, huh? There's the fruit in question. Stop seeing them above rank C because people look for skill over gender. That makes sense. Just pushing himself up there. Nice. All women has a lot of advantages. It makes sense. Some clients who are maybe women want all women to be with them so they feel possibly safer. Love-crazed upsets to worry about. Yeah, because if you get with parties with male and female, there's a chance some fall in love, and that love ends up falling out, and then the party falls out because of the fallout of the love, and yeah. Yup. Suzanne actually works for me? Yeah, no. I mean, maybe apology about how your past went, but you don't have to apologize for how you're living your life now. You two both have gone on and experienced and lived many years since then. I do remember this. There's a light novel image of them sitting on this log. Yeah. Yes. Those his two wives are on this job. Yeah, he ended up marrying her. I think both of you just need to be like, I'm sorry for how it ended. Rudy especially needs to apologize because it partially ended. Sarah's gonna apologize for leaving him whenever it happened. She got caught up in the moment, and you know, when his ED occurred, you know, she got overwhelmed and left, and she probably wants to apologize for doing that. And Rudy really needs to apologize for how it ended, because it ended on bad terms because of the things that he said while he was drunk. I feel like you both need to just apologize and reconcile. It was not that wasn't entirely you, girl. He was already in such a bad state of mind. Sarah, that was not entirely because of you. Thank you for the apology. Like, yeah, things did not go well for either of them, and like I said, they both need to apologize and reconcile, but it's not even close to entirely your fault, Sarah. He was already morbidly fucked up when he got there, when he met you. Damn! At least you're being honest about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna apologize for moving on without necessarily actually having feelings for her, because if you watch the first couple episodes of season 2, he notices Sarah is liking him, and he comments on the fact that, like, literally just an episode before, he barely even considered them like friends. Like, he was like, we're just becoming friends, when Sarah's already head over heels for him. Like, it very much was, he just rushed into it just to rush into it and try and move on, and that's not how that worked. And I'm really glad we're hashing all this out. Like, this was a really good scene in volume in the stuff that I read that we're covering here. Would never have said that even if he didn't mean it. Also, another sad thing is that Rudy didn't go save Sarah because he liked her or something like that, which him saving her led to her liking him. But you know, he went to go save her, as he literally comments on. He just wanted to accomplish something, and he couldn't even really find the reasoning while he was going to do it. And yeah, he just was not in a good state of mind and wanted to just do something, because as Soldat comments and calls him out on, he was just half-assing everything. Sorry, I'm rehashing. I'm not sorry, because it revolves around her. Why would I was gonna say I'm sorry for rehashing old stuff, because I do that a lot in these Mushoku Tensei reactions, but this literally involves what's going on here, so no, I'm not sorry. But Soldat calls him out on half-assing everything, which is true. He was taking lower jobs than he could have he wasn't getting his name out there maybe as much as he could have, or putting as much effort in as he could. And you know, he had told himself in episode 1 he was going to live seriously, but he didn't put that into practice going forward. He was kind of half-assing things, and so Soldat having called him out, Rudy wanted to go and accomplish something, and saving Sarah was something for him to go and accomplish. He wouldn't have used such a laid-back tone with me either. Yeah, Rudy back then spoke as politely as humanly possible, and it's hard in translation to notice that, because it's Japanese and we're English, and so noticing the differences in like politeness and casualness is harder to pick up on. And in translation you can do some things, but it's still not super noticeable. It's much more noticeable in Japan as a cultural thing, speaking politely, and when it comes in translation, it's just in general, it's a lot harder to pick up on, even with the translations, you know, having Rudy speak in bigger words or something. Anime translates to bigger words all the time, so it's harder to tell when someone's being more casual or more polite. But back then, if you know a little bit, he really is speaking just incredibly politely with as strong manners as he can. And as you've seen, if you, like I said, pay attention in season 3, that's really broken down quite a bit, and he's returning to his more casual self. He's getting over his trauma. Mm-hmm. I got given confidence. Damn, talking about your sex experiences. Yeah, not sure how Sarah's supposed to respond to that one. Yeah, that was... It was. It was not a good situation. He cheated on her and then had to get on his knees and grovel and beg to come back, and she very gracefully did and allowed that to happen. Yeah, things just didn't work out. See, she says this, but I don't necessarily agree. I think if they had stuck together long enough, Rudy would have maybe. But then again, Rudy did say he's not actually in love with her. You know, those feelings weren't innately. He was just rushing into it, and maybe he would have developed feelings for her if more time had passed. But yeah, if he never really truly gained feelings, then even if they had stuck together, it probably wouldn't have worked out in the end. But if he were to have gained feelings, I truly think if she had stuck with him, that they would have figured it out together. Maybe that's it. Both as much or more, yeah. I'm just saying, he didn't necessarily have those feelings for Sarah when they rushed into things. I don't want to patch things up after all this time, not even a little. Love it. There you go. Love it. Beautiful shot here. That was a beautiful shot. God damn! Now the party's gonna be on its A game. God damn, Sarah's party is legit. Holy. Oh, shit. Nice arrow. Got a treant here. I believe that's a treant. Reminds me of the first time Rudy saved Sarah. Yeah, not useful in combat, my ass. But look at these two working in tandem together. Selfie didn't even have to do anything. Is that girl sticking to Roxy? Yeah, look. She's clinging to Roxy over here. Trying to think if this is the girl that we saw in the Eris Goblin Slayer OVA, but I don't think so. That girl had very specific eyes, and they haven't shown her eyes at all. Sorry, I'm a teacher. Yeah! Jesus Christ! You'd better not compare them. Love it! Oh my god, I love it. Sylphie over there looking at him. I love it so much. They did that segment great. I honestly don't remember all the dialogue and how it went down, but I remember them reconciling, and I really liked how they did the reconciliation. Not honestly, no. That's kind of what he just realized and talked to her about, actually. I don't think I did. No use really dwelling on it now. Just, I don't think I did. I mean, maybe there was something there, but he rushed into it, and what happened happened. And I just got a little confused. My wives. Sarah did just tell you better not compare them. I wonder who that could be. Are pretty rare, huh? Special to you, and they feel you're special too. I mean, yeah, this is exactly what she said to Roxy last episode. Ooh, he thinks to Eris. Yeah, he did tell him that in season 2. Second core. That was pretty late. Right after he just said, I promise. When she doesn't even love you. We know Roxy doesn't really have anything to say here because she's already the second wife, and she already, it's made pretty clear that she already feels pretty, on the out. I'm not sure how to put it or phrase it. She already feels like she doesn't exactly deserve what she's gotten, so I don't think she would say anything. I'll kill you. Jesus, that is a crazy line. That is a crazy line. The hard cut to Eris. Damn. Mm-hmm. We know Isolde is already a Sword King, but she's for the North style. Yes. No. Water. She's for Water God style. Mm. Damn! How much can this desire of yours take? Ooh. Putting her on the spot. So yeah, it's about that desire. If you gotta have desire above all else to advance. Resolve. It's resolved to take out Orsted. Eris is not one to care about titles. She could not give less of a fuck. All she cares about now is achieving her goal of taking out Orsted. I think he liked that answer. Ooh. Yeah, and you tried to use a metal sword and Eris beat the shit out of you for it, deservedly so. I like you, Nina, but that was real bad. Are we skipping the ED this episode? I think we are. I don't know how much longer this scene is going to go on for. Oh no, they were rolling credits. We're skipping the ED. They were rolling credits during this whole scene here. Yep, gotta calm your nerves. Just thinking of Rudy calms her. When she's not doing that, she's much harder to read. The big grin on her face. Yo! God damn! Oh, ow. Dude, holy shit, the animation there was crazy. Oh, she got Eris too, though, but Eris just didn't go flying back. Sword King Eris, which, by the way, puts her on the level of Ghislaine. Just by the way. Let's get the little... That was fire, and that puts Eris on the same level as Ghislaine. Peak episode. I don't much say as far as non-spoilers go. I really love how they did this scene. I'll say the quality it wasn't the greatest, honestly. This wasn't a super high quality episode. The fighting animation looked good as always, but some of the kind of more tame scenes didn't look like super great, but it's not a huge deal. I think it all still looks pretty good, above average, and you know, like this scene here, the lighting was done well, and of course, my obligatory comment on it is the Rudy definitely had some wonky looking faces this episode. Maybe I just need to adjust to it, because maybe my perception of wonky faces is just how he looks now. But I'm telling you, some faces I've commented where he looks fine and others don't. But there's my obligatory Rudy facial dimension comment for the video. Really cool that we got this segment here at the end, catching up with Eris, who is now titled as Sword King. Like I said, puts her on the level of Ghislaine. Ghislaine is a Sword King ranking as well. And yeah, this whole stuff with Sarah was great. I'm actually I'm really happy we spent an entire episode on this. I for sure thought they would try and crunch it down into like half an episode and finish volume 13 this episode, but they did not. So yeah, man, I like how that was done. These comments by Sylphie and Roxy here at the end were, especially Sylphie, was just it's whatever. But yeah, I do actually really like you know, Sylphie's reasoning, because it makes sense logically in her head. It's not crazy. She believes that she is lucky to have saved him when she did, and that's why she believes she's with him, is because she just happened to be the one to save him. And so if someone else is that important to him and they love him that deeply, she's willing to accept maybe another person who impacted Rudy's life in that way for the better. In her mind, it makes sense, and why Roxy has no objection as well makes complete sense, as she already feels kind of inadequate in the marriage, and if she's interjecting and things things like that. So the reasoning makes sense, and the conversation just was a little cringy, if I'm being completely honest. But anyway, man, we will see where we go from here. Rudy commenting on the fact that, you know, Rouge had said it's probably a misunderstanding, but of course it's hard to get over that many years. Like, even if it is a misunderstanding, which we know it is, Rudy still hasn't heard it from Eris herself, and also he was messed up for so many years because of that. That's not something that's easy to drop like that. But yeah, man, caught up with Eris at the end there, and we will see where we go from here. But as far as non-spoilers go, I think that is going to wrap it for Action Mushoku Tensei Season 3, Episode 6. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day. And as far as spoiler discussions go, we got another Volume 13 episode next episode. I also think this Eris content, isn't this Volume 14? I'm pretty certain that the Volume 13 Eris content was covered within the first 2 episodes, and this is Volume 14. Her getting the Sword King doesn't happen until like right before she gets the letter and goes to meet Rudy, does it not? I might be talking out of my ass here, but I'm pretty sure she gets the Sword King title, and very shortly after she gets the letter from Rudy to go fight Orsted. I'm pretty sure this happens closer to like Volume 14, Volume 15, no? I might be just making that up, but I'm pretty sure those 2 events were close together. But alas, we got this segment with Eris, which I honestly wasn't expecting, because I don't remember. I thought we were done with Eris until she shows up again, and when she gets the letter, which honestly I'm starting to think, with the way they're adapting this, won't even happen in this core. I think it's very possible that next episode might be the last episode of Volume 13, and then they'll do like 6 episodes for Volume 14? That put us at what? 2 Eris episodes. This is episode 6. Volume 13's finished on episode 7. You do like 6 episodes of that, it'd be episode 13, and then you'd only have 1 for 15? They might not adapt Volume 15 until Core 2. I was really thinking that they'd try to end this core on the fight with Rudy versus Orsted, but they might not adapt that until Core 2. They might end this core on Turning Point 4, and then the aftermath of Turning Point 4 leading into the fight and everything like that will be Core 2. I'm really starting to believe that that might be the case with how meticulously they're adapting Volume 13. That Sarah segment was 1 chapter in Volume 13, I'm pretty sure, and they put that as almost the entire episode. 1 chapter into almost the entire episode. Gotta pull out the trusty book. Let me check. Yeah, workplace drama. I don't know graduation day, but Phase 4 is the final. That's the title of the next episode. Phase 4 is the final episode, or the final chapter of Volume 13. So we will for sure be finishing Volume 13 next episode. Depending on how fast they do it, honestly, they could start Volume 14 next episode as well. Like I keep thinking in like, you know, they're gonna adapt this, and then you know, this episode will start the next volume, but they could very well adapt, because I'm pretty damn certain that Eris segment is in Volume 14. But effectively, like, they could put some of Volume 14 in next episode for all we know. But yeah, here's it's a little different in the light novels here, but there's this the image here is they're not on a log, they're on the floor. So I said that wrong in the episode. Oh, they did cut out Sarah saying, to tell you the truth, I was planning to come by your house while we were in town. They cut that out. But yeah, the workplace drama, the Sarah chapter was the entire episode, and that wow, I'm really shocked with how meticulously they're adapting Volume 13. I really thought they would skim a bit through Volume 13 so that we can get to Volume 14, but next episode begins the Nanahoshi arc, because her Phase 4, I believe, is Phase 4 of her experiments. So I'm pretty certain that will begin the Nanahoshi arc, which honestly, like I said, they could do Phase 4 at the beginning of next episode. There's still Graduation Day, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what that is at all. But what they could do is do Graduation Day and then Phase 4. I think they're probably gonna do Graduation Day as the first segment, and then Phase 4 is the second segment, and end Volume 13 on that episode. But you never know. What they could do is they could put them both in the beginning and start Volume 14 next episode and begin the Nanahoshi arc, but I'm not sure. We'll see what they end up doing. That's enough yapping from me. I don't have much else to add here. This was a great episode that extremely meticulously adapted. I'm really glad they did, because it is a really important segment. Him, reuniting with Sarah and reconciling and things like that. I don't remember how it goes in the books, to be honest. I just remember that they reconciled, so the dialogue could be different or adapted badly or shit like that. I'm just realizing while I'm looking here a bit, I really like the quotes they put in the beginning of the books. They do these like quotes at the beginning of every book. I remember really liking these. Like this one is, you only realize the real value of something you discarded when you get the chance to pick it up again. And it says, for a guy who ditched one family, I got pretty lucky this time around. Yeah, it says author Rudeus Greyrat. So that's like you're reading from his diary that he starts writing in volume 14. But yeah, man, I'm so excited for next week, because it'll wrap up volume 13 and we'll kick off volume 14. And I really would not be shocked if they do all of volume 14 up until the finale of Core 1 and start off Core 2 with volume 15. Like basically maybe they do it to where Turning Point 4 is the finale of this core, and then to start the next season they start with the Dark Timeline or something like that, him reading Oldeus's journal. Maybe they'll do that, and then they'll start the first episode of Core 2 off with a bang, with it being that Dark Timeline. I'm not sure, but all I can say is I'm extremely excited. I love the way they're adapting this. They gave so much time to Sarah's segment, which I really liked. I feel like it was really necessary for him to reconcile the past and truly begin to move on and not run away from that anymore. And I like that him and Sarah just resolved to just be friends. I really like how that all turned out. And yeah, man, like I said, the dialogue might be, I'm not sure how the dialogue is adapted, because I don't remember how that chapter goes, but they spent almost the entire episode on it. I'm assuming they got most of it pretty well. So anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up from reaction to Mushoku Tensei Season 3, Episode 6. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.